In this video, we will solve one problem. For example, here you can see this is the test data. The first column is the serial number, and we have 15 records. The second column is C underscore ID, that is client ID, and the third column is period ID, and the fourth is the value. So the problem is we have to sum up. For example, if you see the client ID is 1 and the period ID is 201, the value is 10. And again, if you see here, the client ID is 1 and period ID is 201. So 15 plus 10 should be 25. And in the same way, we need to search every row to match uh, these related values criteria. For example, this is client ID 1201 and the value is 20. So we need to sum up 10 plus 20 plus 15, plus 10, and um, then we have 201 again 15. So these four values we need to sum up, and then we have to display the total sum in front of every related criteria. In the same way, we have to see if the client ID is 3 and the peer ID is 101, the value is 10. So we need to search how many times there is same criteria 3 and 101. So here you can see 3 and 101. So we need to sum those values and we need to display in front of each related criteria. So how we will do this thing? Let's try to create one measure. For example, we have to write here sales measure, and we need to click new measure here, underscore criteria, for example, or sum underscore client. So here we have to write, we have to use here variable, and the first criteria is client is equal to selected value, and the column will be client ID, this one. Let me zoom it. Okay, and then the second variable will be period is equal to selected value. This is p underscore id, this one. Okay, so and now we need to write here return keyword, and we have to use here calculate sum, and the name is client value. So this value where we need to sum up, and we need to apply one filter here where client CID is equal to client, this one. And the second criteria will be period or p underscore id is equal to period, this one. So this is the formula that we have written here, and if I drag and drop this value here, sum underscore client, this one. So here you can see we are getting the same record like as well and sum underscore client, both values are same. So it means somehow our measure is not working. So let's have a look what we have done here. So here you can see we are using calculate and sum, and then we are comparing each value with the client. So here you can see, so every row has a filter context, right? So when we say, okay, the client ID is 1 and the period ID is 201, as you know that the variable runs only single time within the current filter context. So what is the current filter context for the variable is when it execute, the first value is 1 and 201, and then it matched with this row and we got 10. And again it goes to this line and it is not matched here, and then it goes further down and here it again matched 201 and the client ID is 1 and it display 15, right? But what we need to somehow remove the filter context for this table so that the variable should match with the entire table, right? Like when the variable execute first time, they contain this value. The current filter context for this row is 1 and 201, and we need to it's like a for loop. We need to search this value in the entire table, right? So how we have to remove the filter context from this table is very simple. We have to write here one function here, comma. It is all, and the table name will be client data. So all will remove the filter context from this entire table. So hit enter. So here you can see now we are getting value here 55. So 201 is 10, and then 10 plus 15 is 25, and then 25 plus 20 45, 45 plus 10 is 55. And in the same way here you can see 531, this is the period and this is the client ID. So the first value is 15, and then we need to search. Here you can see again the client ID is 2 and the period is 531. So the second value is 30. So 30 plus 15 we will get 45. So in this way we have achieved our results with the help of variables and all function. So if you like this video, please subscribe our channel, and if you have any question, please write in the comment section. Thank you.